Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Eternal Flames, or maybe welcome back. I'm not entirely sure at this point. Uh, I guess there's a couple things we could kind of start with and kind of work our way from there. Is like all my inventory gone? So, kind of a lot to talk about, kind of a lot to digest here. First off, you may have noticed that there is no uh intro outro to this. Yes, I get it. Just start new game. Survival. Um, I'm kind of going a little off kilter, or at least I want to say I'm going off kilter. I almost don't even know what off kilter is anymore. Um, put bluntly, a lot has happened in recent years. And I really don't know where to even begin. Um, to be blunt, I have so much to talk about, and yet at the same time, I have so little to talk about, which is kind of a weird thing. Um, but on that note, I guess let's go ahead and get started. So, first off, where have we been the last couple of years? Well, honestly, if you haven't been paying attention, we've been on Twitch. That is the long and short of it. We have been on Twitch, and we have been doing our damnedest to try to set things in motion as best we can, which sometimes is easier said than done. We've been trying to have fun. We've been trying to have laughs. We tried to do art streams. We've been doing D&D like every week. God, if you guys missed that, I don't know what to tell you. Good times. However, what I can tell you is that so much has changed over the last couple of years that I am not entirely sure how to even start up certain things anymore. I want to come back to YouTube, but at the same time, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort, and the only payoff would be my personal gratification. And that's literally just the long and short of it is YouTube has kind of fucked over everybody so badly at this point that when all you can possibly get is your own gratification, that is an issue unto itself. I'm not saying that that doesn't make it worthwhile. I'm saying that I watched a lot of people whom I had made friends with just kind of disappear from the platform as a general statement. Um, which is sad, to be honest. But we're not here to talk about them. We're not here to talk about my YouTube career. We're here to talk about what has been going on, where we stand, stuff like this. Okay. Flat out, let's start with me, Fry, and Peaches. For those of you who don't know, Peaches is my significant other. And this isn't me, trying to make fun of ha ha ha. For those of you who know the original name, just kind of keep it to yourself. For those of you who don't know, kind of F off. Okay. Uh, I'm literally trying to gather my thoughts as I'm recording this, and if you notice, there's probably no outro or intro or anything like that. There's a lot to think on that one, and I see no point in doing that stuff if we may not officially be back. At one point, I used to say, "Oh yeah, we'll always be around," but I think that was a lofty ideal. I think I made promises that I can't keep, which I'm not particularly happy with, because I don't like doing that. I don't like making promises I can't keep. It's not something I enjoy. Um, so over the last couple of years, I continued to take care of me pups, and I did my best, and I tried real hard, and we extended his life a good bit. But if you can't tell by the sound of my voice and the way I'm alluding to things, Pop is gone. That is something that has more than taken a toll on me. And I am not trying to make light of it, nor am I trying to make it more heavy than is necessary. Um, he was a big part of my life. My entire family was, and really doesn't feel like there's much of that left. Um, we're going to talk a little bit now about Peaches and Try, because otherwise I'm going to be a depressed mess for the rest of this recording, which is not good for anybody. Um, we are now in Kansas. Peaches seems to be doing better. Their mental health has improved significantly, and their parents seem to be grateful that they are here, as well as I am gleefully employed where I will not say, but I am around and I am working and I am trying to get my life together. But in doing so, I am able to take care of Peaches and make sure that they are okay. You don't need to worry. We're on top of it. Now, moving on a little bit, we're going to talk a little bit about Try. Try is going through some of the same pains as I am. Not that his folks are gone, but in the idealism that things aren't looking so great on his family end. And it's not for lack of trying. And trust me, he is pushing hard to make everything work. We want to make everything work. He's been very busy trying to get his life together, trying to make everybody happy, trying to get things going with his folks. But he is alive, he is well, and he, I won't say is thriving, but he's at least surviving, which is important. I could go on and on about all the other Eternal Flames and everybody and this and that and people I play with and all of that. But seeing as we have been the main three on this channel, I figure for some of you, all that extra hooey is just that. Extra hooey. As such, you don't really give a crap, and as such, why should you? That's just a long short. Not me saying saying those people aren't important. That's me saying that alrighty then. That's me saying that unless it's asked by other people, I'm just not gonna bother trying to divulge that information. So, next off, we're going to talk a little bit about the channel. So what happened? Why did we stop and all that? Well, first off, people literally tried to copyright us on a number of occasions. At first, we were going to try and push towards that 1,000 subs so we could monetize again. And quite literally, we got kind of kicked in the nuts, until eventually we just kind of stopped. Not because we wanted to, more of at what point do you say enough is enough? Now, flat out, we fit in that nice little gray area of YouTube where we are not children's content. Look, I'm playing a video game. Get over yourselves. Video games are not just for children, and if the FCC wants to fight me on this, come at me, bro. I don't care. Video games are not just for children, and if you don't believe me, go look Conan Exiles up. That game has more ferocity than most fucking movies. And yes, I'm fucking cursing. Go fuck yourselves. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I really don't care if this. Oh, what are they gonna do? Demonetize me. Um, yeah, that's just a joke all its own right there. I mean, seriously, don't think they could really hurt me other than get rid of my YouTube channel at this point. In which case, oh well, shit happens, right? Okay. What about our Twitch that I mentioned earlier? Well, if you can't find my Twitch, then you obviously don't pay attention. My Twitch is twitch.tv/dhplays. Almost like it's my name. It's kind of funny. Try also has a Twitch if you guys are interested, though lately he hasn't even been streaming. I'm kind of the only person of the trio who's been openly active consistently. Even then, I had a bit of a dry period because we didn't even have the internet for it when we first came out here. So, yeah. Um, so what are our plans for the future, and what do we look to do and whatnot? Well, quite bluntly, and this is something you're gonna be surprised to hear, I don't know. Want to do art days again. Really, really just itching to do stuff. I've also got an 11-year-old niece now who would absolutely adore to basically draw with me and all that. And honestly, that'll probably be the most PG you'd ever see me if you even saw it, because honestly, I am extremely hesitant to even have her on the set, so to speak, when I do that kind of stuff. Not because I don't trust her, but because honestly, I don't want to expose her to this menagerie of bullshit. It's not saying that my viewers are bad people. I'm saying YouTube and Twitch are caustic communities, and I don't want to expose my niece to communities that are geared towards children while at the same time profiting off their nuts. Once again, come fight me. I've gotten rather bitter over the last little bit, and I'm not even afraid to hide it anymore. Which it's like, well, Blaze, why are you so bitter? I'm bitter because life sucks, and I really just kind of hate everything at the moment. But yeah, once again, is what it is. You know, this could dig now. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, what does the future hold? Me playing video games, doing art, and potentially tutorials if I feel like it, to be completely blunt. If I don't feel like it, I ain't doing it. That's just the long and short of it. Not gonna be friendly about it, I'm not gonna be nice, I'm not gonna yank you along or try to be something I'm not. Quite bluntly, um, I just don't care enough at this point to try to emphasize something that I don't care about. I mean, what do you want me to say here? Am I going to be more whimsical and lighthearted? Honestly, if you can't tell by my title, the answer is probably no. Am I going to be a Scrooge the entire time? Actually, no. Believe it or not, this is just a hard conversation for me, and I really just don't know what to do with it. Um, yeah, keep saying need legit ID. And I don't even know how to do that. Uh, Maybe there's something lying down somewhere that I can figure it out. Whatever. Um, I promise I'm not just gonna be a grumpy old Stan, you know. Um, not that I don't mind being grumpy, just I feel like a lot of this is basically just a bunch of stuff that I personally don't really want to deal with, and I'm not sure how to address some of it, to be completely frank. Um, so I guess we'll move on to one last topic. Okay. Do we still care, and are we looking to maybe do stuff as a group or have fun or recordings or anything like that? And the answer is actually yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, so much so that me and Try have even taken quite a few moments to discuss, well, if we did a series, how would we do a series? If we want to make sure that we got YouTube up and going, what would we do? How would we do it? What are our long-term goals? What are our short-term goals? Yada, yada, yada. And it may surprise you to actually go and hear that, we want to do a lot of stuff. We want to actually start back up. We want to be grand and glorious and maybe even make this an actual career. Uh, but we have no idea how to do it. And what I personally, me, Blaze, would love to do is I'd love personally to tell my stories. And a couple of you are going, wait, tell stories, and it's like, yes. Yes, believe it or not, when I originally started the Eternal Flames Hell, when I started going to college, my goal was always to tell stories. Not children's stories necessarily, just stories in general, as a general statement. These POIs actually look kind of interesting. I personally like telling stories and fables and short little things and long things and so very, very much that I can't even go into all the way. Like I legitimately enjoy trying to be that kind of absurd storyteller. And I've even got a story called Soul's Blood that I've been working on for years. And I originally wrote the story, um, God, decade and a half ago. And I've been rewriting it since college, so about 6, almost 7 years ago, right? And it is my pride and joy, and it is my story, and I would love to show it off. I originally wanted to do animation because I thought that people didn't really read anymore. There was a point when YouTube and all that started getting big and popular that I was like, well, I could just read my story and go with that, and that kind of flubbed on me for a number of different reasons. You gotta be taking the absolute piss. Fine. I'll drop that. I don't really get much of a choice, do I? But, yeah, I've always wanted to tell stories. That's always been my big thing. And I ended up kind of dropping a lot of it because I wasn't sure if there was an audience. Because I wasn't sure if anybody actually gave a crap. And ironically, I ran into a different YouTube channel, which still debating as to whether or not to contact the guy, named Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, real original name. So was DH Blaze. It's almost crazy. Not saying originality is dead, just not everybody's super creative with their names, you know, suck it up, sunshine. Um However, on those same lines, all his channel is reading stories. The Sith Janitor, which you if you haven't heard that story, you should totally go see it. Actually, see it, listen to it. It's actually amazing. The All Guardsman Party is another one. It's actually fantastic. I like this guy's entire channel. Go check it out. It's actually super amazing. But what's also so amazing is it brings me the idea that maybe, just maybe, there is an actual audience for the stuff that I want to do. There are people who are interested in this kind of stuff, and maybe it's worth at least giving it a shot. I know some of you are going, wait, does that mean you're switching your entire channel up? And the answer is, I already told you, I don't even know if we're going to continue the channel. You expect me to suddenly say yes or no or whatever. You're out of your mind. I'm out of my mind. But here's what I'm getting this video on, because I never meant for this video to end up being, you know, super long or anything like that. It's sorry, 22 minutes, and I've rambled on, and you've listened to me for 22 minutes. Congratulations. We're gonna wrap this up now with this. Um, I don't know if we're back. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure plenty of you have plenty of questions. And I'm willing to talk to some of you about quite a bit of this. But the biggest thing I want to say is this. For those of you who have stuck around for a couple of years, for those of you who came in for tutorials, for those of you who just were here for a couple of yucks and walked off, for those of you who needed to learn something because you just couldn't figure it out on your own, or for those of you that for whatever fucking reason came hoping for more, maybe didn't really get it, thanks. That's an honest, actual thanks. And put bluntly, I'm grateful that I did come to YouTube. I'm grateful that I did go to Twitch. I am thankful that I got to experience stuff like this in my life and to actually say, hey, yeah, I did this. So much so that, and some of you might laugh, I occasionally actually even put this on my job resume, as I was a content creator for YouTube. And these are the primary videos that I'm most proud of. These are the edits I'm most proud of. And these are my capabilities based off of what I have learned and how I progressed in that short career. And it's because of you guys that I even got a chance to really dig into that or grow into it. So yeah, thank you. Uh, I guess this is where I'm supposed to say, just remember and take care and stay safe. So, just remember that no matter how big or how small you do things, they can make major impacts on your life with some of the strangest of people or even the most glorious of people. Take care, stay safe, stay well, and maybe, just maybe, see you guys next time. Later, everybody. Bye. Feels so weird to say now. Maybe I'll be saying it again.